Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the NFL 2012 draft summary for the Minnesota Vikings. In the first round for the fourth pick, the Vikings selected Matt Khalil, a very good left tackle, 6'6", 306-pounder. He ran a surprisingly fast 40 time for a big man, ran a 4.99. That's top performer for his position. He did 30 reps of bench, which is in the middle grade for a lineman. 27-inch vertical, also very surprising, so kind of big for a lineman of his size. And he was an All-American SEC player last year. At the 29th pick of the round, the Vikings selected Harrison Smith, a free safety from Notre Dame. He is 6'2" and will be taking the number of 22. He's a 213-pounder, kind of a good weight for a free safety, a very tall free safety. Ran a 4.57 40 time, which is average for a safety/cornerback position. Did 19 reps of a bench, which is a pretty good amount for a 213-pound man. He had a 34-inch vertical and an 122-inch broad jump. 122-inch broad jump is very good for a position of his. Most cornerbacks jump about a 1.5, 1.10. So it was a very good showing from him. Look for many good things from him in the future. This was a very good pick for the Vikings. They definitely needed some safeties in the back, as well as some corners. Well, one corner really with Antoine Winfield on the other side, and now they have a safety back there to back them up. Jarius Wright and Greg Childs, I put them together because they played both through high school. Then they both played at Arkansas, and now they're both going to play for the Vikings. They have great team chemistry, as you can see in the picture. They're very good friends, and whenever you have a team who's played so far 8 years and hopefully to have many years after that, you know they're going to have team chemistry, and you won't get much arguing out of them. They can definitely benefit Percy Harvin out there. Percy Harvin often goes out with migraines. Other than that, he's a great wide receiver. But when he's on migraines, they can have both these two players playing at the same time, and both of them can step up to the level that they need from them to facilitate Christian Ponder and all of his needs when he needs to pass the ball. Both are likely starters, one more likely to be a second string, but the Vikings often run a three-man wideout, so Percy Harvin, and then you could have Jarius Wright and Greg Childs both out there at the same time, with Adrian Peterson in the backfield, and maybe Toby Gerhart at fullback. Otherwise, maybe the player they drafted later in this draft, and then Matt Khalil on the left side. So they'll have a great protection for Christian Ponder, who can hopefully show up and hit the wide receivers when they need to be hit. There's a few non-starters. Reed Ellison, fullback, most likely not going to start. He could beat out Toby Gerhart just because of his sheer strength in comparison with Toby Gerhart. Toby Gerhart's more of a run and smash mouth football player, but he doesn't have as much endurance as Reed Ellison does. Josh Robinson, I put him in here. He is most likely going to start at quarterback, but it's a possible thing because the Vikings could move around a few players and come up with two cornerbacks who are at a higher level than Josh Robinson to facilitate Antoine Winfield. Robert Blanton, Blair Walsh, Audie Cole, and Trevor Guyton. Trevor Guyton was kind of just a pickup at the end there. Blair Walsh, kicker, most likely was just picked up just to keep the Vikings' current kicker on his heels and make sure he's performing all the time. Blair Walsh could also kick kickoffs because he often kicks it out of the back of the end zone, which is a very important thing for a kicker in the NFL. Next team I'll analyze in my next video will be the Indianapolis Colts. Leave a comment below on your opinions on the Minnesota Vikings and anything I can do better for the next video. The overall draft grade of the Vikings was an A-. I think they'll definitely be a playoff team. As much as it pains me to say, don't think they'll be a Super Bowl contender just because they need to work on Christian Ponder and his work with his newly acquired wide receivers. It's always hard for a brand new quarterback to fit in with some brand new wide receivers and to get that team chemistry. but next year they could be a serious contender once everybody's done working together. And this year they very well could be. It's entirely possible. They could find something to work together. I gave them an A minus because they got necessary positions like the free safety and the cornerback as well as a left tackle. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Look forward to the Indianapolis Colts.